A very good morning. I greet to Dr. Ko Bengchong and my supervisor, Mr. Zaidi bin Hassan and I Shahadeh. Today I will present about my research proposal, which is the effectiveness of using teaching aids on students' assessment when teaching and learning mathematics. This is about me. My name Amira Adiba binti Arfin from Mathematics SK 1. My index number is 2021 My IC number is 030221.20100. We start with chapter 1. First one, background of the study. First, for student achievement, the 2019 KPM examination board report revealed significant inadequacy in mathematics proficiency, with many students failing to meet minimum standards. Second, emphasis on understanding and skills. Maths education requires deep comprehension and skill development beyond memorization, including reasoning and problem solving. Third, integration of personal experiences and interaction. Connecting math concepts to personal experiences enhances learning, emphasizing the importance of interactive learning environments for knowledge construction. Next, problem statement. The first problem is weakness in math. Students struggle with math, affecting their opportunities for further education and career paths. Second problem, traditional teaching. Teacher use old-fashioned methods, leading to disinterest and poor performance. Third problem, need for ads. Using tools like diagram and videos can make math easier to understand and more enjoyable, improving student achievement in mathematics. Next, purpose of the study. There are two components, which is research objective and research question. For research objective, first objective to evaluate the difference in the improvement of academic achievement between students who use teaching aids and students who use traditional methods in teaching and learning mathematics. Second, to study the effect of the use of teaching aids on the understanding of mathematical concepts related to the topic of stress among students. Third, to determine the level of teaching effectiveness by using teaching aids in improving student achievement in learning the topic of stress. Next, research question. First one, what is the difference in the improvement of academic achievement between students who use teaching aids and students who use traditional methods in teaching and learning mathematics? Second, how does the use of teaching aids affect students' understanding of mathematical concepts related to the topic of stress? Third one, how effective is teaching using teaching aids in improving student achievement in learning the topic of stress? Next, we move on to hypothesis. The first hypothesis, there is no significant difference between the mean motivation level of students who use teaching aids and students who use traditional learning. Second hypothesis, there is no significant difference between the pre and post-test mean scores of students who use teaching aids. Next, significance of the study. There are three components, which is students, teachers, and school administrators. First one, students. Increase interest. Students can develop a greater interest in learning topics through engaging teaching at clearer understanding. Visualizing abstract mathematical concepts become easier and enhancing comprehension between students. The third one, self-motivation. Learning appropriate learning style fosters self-motivation among students. Teachers. the significance of teachers' effectiveness assessment. Teachers gain insights into the effectiveness of material-centered strategy using teaching aids or students' achievement. Planning assistance. Findings aid in planning and preparation for teaching sessions. Adaptability. Teachers can adjust teaching methods to accommodate diverse student learning styles, leading to more effective and inclusive learning experience. Last one, administrators support for innovative methods. Administrators can fully support the implementation of engaging learning methods, fostering a smarter and more efficient classroom atmosphere. Next one, curriculum improvement. Understanding the impact of teaching aids allows administrators to make necessary improvements to the school curriculum. Next, operational definition. Use teaching aids or material-centered strategies. Teaching aids are tools used by teachers or students to make lessons more engaging and effective. They help teachers deliver lessons easily and students understand them better. The study uses teaching aids as a method to see if they improve the student achievement. Student achievement, the definition is student achievement is how well students perform academically. In this study, is measured by pre-test and post-test scores for Year 5 students in the topic of PES. The researcher defines achievement as the excellence of Year 5 students in math using test scores to evaluate the effectiveness of teaching aids. Chapter 2. Learning theory. There are three learning theory in this research. The first one is constructivism learning theory. Focuses on individuals getting meaning from what they learn. Emphasizes activities like cooperative and collaborative learning for storing new information. Group learning enhances social communication and problem-solving skills leading to active learning experience. Second one, cognitivism learning theory emphasizes cognitive process that lead to change in learning behavior. Logic stimulus response theory emphasizing complex internal changes for learning. Promotes active learning, critical thinking, and the use of existing knowledge to stimulate motivation, especially in learning mathematics. Last one, material-centered strategy. Material-centered strategy emphasizes the use of learning materials to enhance students' learning experiences. Material-centered strategy concentrating on material allow students to engage in real-world learning environment (AED) in detailed and realistic understanding of topics. This approach is pivotal in boosting student interest and motivation in learning activities. Teaching aids serve as the primary medium, with teachers guiding students to interact with materials. So the previous study, one of the relevant studies in strategy of centering materials in teaching theory for elementary school Islamic education teachers. A case study by Nakuya et 2022, who studied the use of material centering strategies by Islamic education teachers in primary school in teaching Dawi. The study uses a qualitative approach by using in-depth interviews, observation, and detailed analysis as data collection methods. The results of the study show five main characteristics of Islamic education teachers in primary school when teaching Dawi. The findings of this study as a whole can provide guidance for teachers in implementing the strategy of focusing materials in their teaching. Next, previous study. In a study by Al-Shati and Kalchuk et al. 2019 titled Teaching as Effectiveness in Learning Mathematics stated that teaching aids refer to exercise tools and items utilized by classroom teachers to enhance students' comprehension of lesson concepts. Put simply, the use of teaching assessment (TAs) aims to efficiently explain lesson content, enabling students to grasp ideas and messages effectively. There are various types of teaching aids available, and selecting appropriate help based on student levels, interests, and abilities significantly impacts student engagement beyond traditional lecture formats. The study seeks to investigate the effects of employing different teaching aids (visual, audio, and audiovisual) in mathematics instruction, particularly in primary schools, focusing on grades 7 to 9. Employing a descriptive methodology, the study findings revealed that audiovisual aids were favored, garnering an 80% rating compared to visual and audio aids, with ratios rating of 6% and 7% respectively. Move forward to chapter 3, first one, research design. Based on the diagram, there are my research design for experimental group. Before it's pre-test, and then we get the intervention, and then we make post-test for the experimental group. For control group, we use pre-test, and then we use traditional method teaching and learning, and then we give the students post-test. The study will employ a random sampling method involving approximately 60 respondents consisting of 30 students for the experimental group and 30 students for the control group from a school in the Tuareg district. Osman 2015 explained that the study can provide in-depth information that is often not found in other designs. Therefore, this study is suitable for a true analysis of the effectiveness of using teaching aids on students' achievement levels in teaching and learning mathematics. Next is sampling method. The research population will consist of fifth-grade students in several primary schools in the Tuareg district. Due to the involvement of a large population, sampling is necessary. Sampling conducted will utilize simple random probability sampling as the study is experimental. This is to ensure that the students' mathematical environment achievement levels can be fairly measured to be selected as study respondents. However, the findings of the study will not be generalized to represent outcomes. Something in this research employs simple random sampling on fifth-grade students in Florida district who are taking mathematics subjects. This study only involved one school in Florida. The example consists of 60 fifth-grade students involving a total of 60 students from one school in the Tuareg district. Next, research instruments are used for one instrument, which is pre-test and post-test. Pre-test and post-test are administered to students to measure the effectiveness of using teaching aids on student mathematics achievement. The pre-test and post-test will consist of 5 question components involving various topics based on the curriculum and assessment standard document, the SKP for your first mathematics. The pre-test is given at the beginning of the study, while the post-test is administered after both groups have undergone the intervention. The research will compare the results obtained from both tests to assess the effectiveness of using teaching aids in mathematics teaching and learning. We move forward to conceptual framework. So the independent variable in this study is use of teaching aids. The dependent variable is students' achievement. We we student in pre-test achievement and post-test achievement. The study examines the impact of teaching aids on students' achievement, with teaching aids as the independent variable and achievement performance as the independent independent variable. The study conceptual framework outlines the use of teaching aids as an intervention with the experimental group receiving them while the control group used traditional methods. Achievement assessment is assessed through pre-test and post-test scores in mathematics for fifth-grade students, aiming to measure improvement. The study aims to demonstrate the effectiveness of teaching aids in enhancing student achievement. Next is intervention procedure. This experimental study investigates the impact of teaching aids on student achievement, focusing on the topic of space for fifth-grade students. It begins with a pre-test to gauge students' initial understanding, followed by an intervention where the experimental group receives teaching aids while the control group follows traditional methods. The intervention involves problem-solving activities related to space, lasting 1 hour. Finally, both groups undergo a process to assess their achievement levels. The collected data will be analyzed using specified methods. Next, pilot study. A pilot study will be conducted in a school in Tuaran district, which will involve a sample of 60 students in year 5. The sample consists of 30 students for the experimental group and 30 students for the control group. A pretest was given to both groups for the intervention in experimental group. The use of teaching aids in teaching and learning session was carried out for 1 hour teaching and learning session, while the control group used traditional teaching methods related to spatial learning for year 5. After completing the teaching and learning sessions, students were asked to answer a 15-minute post-test. Then the findings from the pilot study will be analyzed using the statistical package for the social science (SPSS). Next, data collection procedure. The study will commence with obtaining information from the school and discussion with involved teachers. Data collection starts with pre-test for both experimental and control groups, followed by a 1 hour material-centered teaching session on space. Post-tests are then administered within 15 minutes. The control group undergoes the same process with traditional teaching methods. Data collection occurs at different times, and analysis will be conducted using appropriate methodology aligned with research missions and hypotheses. Next, data analysis procedure. Analysis of the effectiveness of the use of teaching aids on the improvement of students' mathematics achievement level by comparing the mean scores for the pre-test and post-test for both groups. The mean score of the test is measured based on the result of the answer calculated based on the 5 questions structure in the space topic of Year 5. A per-sample t-test will be made to identify whether there is an increase in student achievement using teaching aids or not. A per-sample t-test may be used to compare the pre-test and post-test mean scores for the experimental group and the control group. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.